Welcome back, and thank you for joining the Serving My Master podcast. And welcome to the final episode of our second season. For those of you who have been with us for the entire time, first of all, thank you. And second of all, I would like to take this opportunity to review a little bit of what we went through in order for us to understand of how we can take all of this and put it into reality. Let me explain. As we discussed, everything in this world is in order for us to not only just become better servants, but to ultimately become the ultimate servants that the world indeed was created for. And in order for us to do that, of course, we understand that every idea, everything that happens in this world, everything that ever happened in this world is another detail that can push us forward towards that destination. As Chazal say, B'shvili nivra olam, every person must say, the entire world was created for me. And of course, that for me is for that ideal level of service that I can reach. Everything in this world is relevant to my process of purifying myself and elevating myself to become the ultimate servant, to become what we discussed, the Rambam talks about, reaching the level of service that Moshe Rabbeinu, the one that Hashem himself calls a loyal servant, reaching that level of service. And in order to get there, we went through in our first season the history of the creation of the world, the history of the creation of the humankind, and so forth, the history of creating not only a opportunity and a possibility of another human reaching a high level of service, but actually the history of an entire nation that are born in to be servants. And of course, a nation that was also at the same time turned into Banim Atem Lashem Alekeichem, children of Hashem. And we discussed the idea of being a child whilst being a servant, whereas a regular servant would have to search on their own to try and reach higher levels of service and to try and perfect their service. We as children receive the incredible gift of an ultimate guide with incredible detail that takes us through to reach that high level of service. And not only that, but also besides the reward of actually reaching that level and returning and becoming one with Hashem, the master of the world, we will also actually receive reward for these actions. And throughout our second season, we went through certain and some of the mitzvahs given to us in the Torah, showing us how every detail in the Torah is indeed there for this and only this purpose, to guide us on a physical, mental, spiritual level, to reach higher and higher levels of service, to show us how everything in life, everything in our history, the way the world was created, the way we were created, the way family was created, and so forth, everything in it is here to lead us down a path where we can become better servants, where we can reach a point where everything in our day is a part of service to Hashem, the master of the world. And of course, over the last few episodes, we went through how even the changes in the seasons, the different Yom Tovim, Shabbos, Rosh Chodesh, each and every one has their unique message of showing us, of trying to light up the way for us and clear the path for us to be able to, despite the fact of us being human beings with connected to a body with so much evil inclination, we should have the ability to purify and elevate ourselves to a level of service where we're constantly and always serving our master, the master of the world. And with that, we will finish our second season, and hopefully in the next season, we will try and start discussing relevant ideas, relevant issues that are relevant in today's world, and try to see how we can address them with a perspective and a vision of service. How we can look at them with the one and only question that one needs to ask themselves every single day. As a servant, what am I supposed to do? And hopefully, with your help, with Hashem's help, the Master of the world who wants us to become ultimate servants, we will continue this discussion with you, and hopefully together we will reach a higher level of service. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for giving me some of your precious time. I look forward to continuing this discussion with you. If you have any questions or comments or specific ideas that you would like to have discussed on this podcast, please do reach out in the comments or at the link provided in the description. Thank you again, and have a wonderful day.